Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be running you through how we made £2 million in just over 3 months through YouTube. And why am I doing this? Because one, lots of people are asking me about it and then all of a sudden everyone's interested in YouTube. But second of all, it is a phenomenal wealth creation vehicle if you can get the pieces of the puzzle right. And I know people who have had videos that go viral and they get millions of views and they get a little bit of ad rev from YouTube, but they don't actually make a significant amount of money. We were able to capitalize to the maximum off of the back of this one video, and I'm going to explain how and why it's important to have all the pieces in the puzzle. So let's get on with it. So the first thing I want to touch on is we posted a video in October last year and it triggered the algorithm in around April this year at the time of this recording. So I'm going to talk about why it triggered the algorithm, but I also want to make a statement and say I've been running a YouTube channel for about 8 years now, and I've got a very highly ranked channel. It's got good quality information on it, and it's been very low on negative comments and low on dislikes and all that kind of stuff, and we've built up a great reputation on the channel. So we've been consistent over the years, and I think that played a part in what I'm about to show you. But check out some of these numbers. So the viewers, the total viewers of that one video, Trading for Beginners, that we launched, at the time of this recording has about 1.4 million viewers. Now off the back of that, the ad rev from YouTube is about £28,000. So just under 10,000 per month. Now here's where the magic takes place. Off the back of all of my free content that I've put out over the years, people naturally want to take the next step and work with you in different ways. So I've been forced to create different programs to meet different people's needs so that I can leverage my time and serve many people at once. And in doing so, I've created a suite of products that people can get on board with and build more trust with me and then get on to the next thing should they want it. Essentially what we've created is a low barrier to entry and then an ecosystem of products that people can walk their way into until they've got everything they need. A bit like Apple. Your first Apple product was probably like an iPod or an iPod Shuffle, which cost about £80. How much money have you spent with Apple since? Well, you probably wanted the iPad, then the laptop, then the Mac, and then the studio, and then the Apple TV, and then the Apple Music, and all the rest of it. So here's how it worked. Out of the 1.4 million viewers at the time of the analysis, just under 0.5%, 0.4% of the people bought the call to action at the end of the video, which was a £297 30-day trader challenge. It was the next logical step in their journey after spending 2.5 hours with me in the training video. So 0.4% of the 1.4 million is actually only 5,600 people. But 5,600 people multiplied by £297 is £1,663,200. But it didn't stop there, because out of those people, 5% of those people, which equates to about 280 people, then went on and bought more products with an average upsell price of £899 because they got value in the 2.5 hour video. Then they got a bit more value with a low barrier to entry and not a lot of outlay in terms of cost. It was cheap. Then they get so much value in that over a 30-day period. They've now spent 30 days with me and then they want more. So we offer them the next thing. Now 280 multiplied by 899 equals £251,720. Now as they build more and more trust, 18% of that 280 then went on and said, I want to stay with this guy, I want to buy everything he has, I want his mastermind group, and they jumped into my subscription model, which is just £50 a month, which isn't offered to anyone unless you've been through certain programs. And 18% of those 280 is 51 people, and they immediately now start paying £50 a month, which is about another £2,550 per month in recurring revenue. Now we have a very low churn rate on our services because we deliver great products, and the minimum that they stay for is 1.5 years. But let's just say that you have a churn rate of 10%. Let's just say that they're with you for 10 months. That's still another 25 grand that you've got on top of that initial lump. On top of that, the YouTube ad rev is 28,000, as I mentioned before. Not to mention that all of the affiliate links and partnership programs that we've set up for various different little products and services and apps that we use and recommend and teach people how to use in various programs. You know, I'm not even going to go into that, but that's probably another $2 grand a month. And what's really great is off the back of this, we've got about 10 to 12,000 people into a brand new email list, which we can now work on providing more value and helping them more and more and building more trust with them so they can then go into that same ecosystem. Now, why is it important to do like this, and why did we really struck gold? Well, a lot of people are out there selling really high ticket stuff, which means all of your energy has to go into selling a real high ticket, like a 5,000, 10,000, maybe even 20,000 pound product. And that exerts a lot of energy, and there's probably not much to sell them after that. Whereas if you create a very, very low barrier to entry and have a big back end of suite of products, which people naturally want to buy more and more of because they get more and more value, then not only is it more leveraged and more timeless and more spaceless and more effortless, but it's extremely profitable. Think about this, when you add up the total of all of that, it's about 1.95 million pounds and just under 2 million pounds. And that means that for the sake of creating one video on a camera and a laptop that everyone's got access to, can now fund 100 grand a year lifestyle for almost 20 years. So I want you to think about that, and I recommend that you get out of your comfort zone to start talking about stuff that you're good at or something you've overcome, something you enjoy, because you never know when someone's really going to get a lot of value from that, which will force you to create more and more products and more services. And then all it takes is one video to pop off like that, and you've got yourself a little fortune. Now, why did the video do so well? Well, firstly, I've got a good quality channel, okay? I've been consistently posting, but I know people that have done this way faster than me. I've taken a while, but even if you look at 8 years, is 8 years a long time to make 2 million in 3 months? I don't think it is, particularly if you're managing it well, because we've put it all into investments and now it's providing even more income for us on a monthly and yearly basis. Second of all, we had a great thumbnail for the video. On YouTube, really all that matters is the thumbnail so that it catches people's eye and they want to click on it. And then 2, the value, okay? Because you want them to stay for as long as possible, which YouTube call a retention rate. Now the video is 2.5 hours long, so it's got a huge retention rate on the video, which is great. That boosts the rankings, that boosts the score on YouTube, and YouTube want to promote that and push it out. And when you look at the stats, the video was found most from either browsing categories recommended for the person or search categories. Now, I don't know how many hundreds of trading videos there are, but for whatever reason, YouTube are promoting my one over the rest. And that's because of retention rate. People are getting value. YouTube only want value for their listeners and their creators. If you can create a good thumbnail that people want to click on and you create a lot of value in the video that people want to watch till the end, if you look at the video, it's very engaging. People have to re-watch it, some of it, because it's, you know, I'm full on. There's no fluff. There's no pauses or anything like that. If you can do that, you're onto a winner. And what I recommend you do is start putting out lots of free value, start seeing in the comments what people want more of, and start building products, building assets that are leveraged of your time that you can then send people onto as a next logical step in their journey. It might take you 2 years, it might take you 3 years, it might take you 5 years, but I can promise you that this is one of the most extraordinary ways to build wealth in today's modern age. Everyone has access to this platform and I think it's phenomenal. If you've got any questions about this or you'd like to see me do a masterclass on how to do this stuff, let me know in the comments. And I just want to say a massive thanks to all of our subscribers. We just hit 125,000 at the time of this recording. Thanks to every one of you, and I'll be back soon with part 2 of Trading for Beginners. But in the meantime, if you're interested in the business side of things, I do have a 30-day Build a Business Challenge as well. The link's in the description. Until next time, take care, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next.